Hey, this is Coach Cam with Cam Basketball, and today I want to show you a few drills that will improve your ball handling skills. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to work on your pound dribble, just getting comfortable with dribbling the basketball down hard. We're also going to work on a crossover, okay, a forward crossover. We're going to work on a single hand crossover. We're going to work on combining those two and put together more so of a double move, so a single hand crossover into a crossover. All right, and then we'll add some between the legs and behind the back moves along with the single hand crossover. Okay, so remember, all of these drills here are designed to build your skills. And the more you practice them, the better you're gonna become. And you need to do it at your own pace, so I will try to talk with you about the advanced level and the more basic level. Depending on what level you are as a player, then you choose to do that one, and you can work towards being more of an advanced level player, okay? All right, so the first thing we're gonna start with is a pound dribble. The pound dribble, we're going to dribble the ball with our right hand. It's going to be two levels that we're going to talk about. I'm going to demonstrate some on both levels. The two levels that we're going to talk about are your ankle level and your knee level. When I say level, that means that's where I want the ball to bounce. Okay, so if I say ankle level, then that means I want your ball to bounce a little bit higher than your ankle. You have to be disciplined enough to try to keep the ball at the ankle level, and I'll show you what ankle level means. All right, and then when I say knee level, same thing. You got to try to be disciplined enough because we're working on ball control. If I'm telling you to do the drills at your knee level and the ball is coming up to your waist, then that means you're not executing the drill properly. Okay, so I'm going to show you ankle level and knee level, and we'll start with pounds, and then we'll build from there. All right. So the first thing is an ankle level pound. Ankle level pound. So basically, ankle level pound, you're going to bend your knees about shoulder width apart, drop your butt down. You're going to dribble the ball right above your ankle. Your offhand is going to protect the basketball. Okay? So do about 20 of those, 2 sets of 20 right hand, 2 sets of 20 left hand. Just keeping that hand on top of the basketball, that's dribbling, keeping the offhand protecting the basketball. Okay? These are ankle level pounds. Okay? Knee level pounds are going to come up to your knee. Same thing with my offhand, I'm protecting the ball, and then with my dribbling hand, I'm bringing the ball up to my knee. Cross it over. Okay? So you can do 2 sets of 20 for each one of those. Right now we're just talking about ankle level and knee level. But as a bonus, you can also add a waist level and bring the ball up to your waist, okay, when you're working on pounding. All right? But you can do 2 sets of 20 of that every day. It's going to improve your ball skills. All right, so the next move is going to be a crossover, forward crossover. Okay, so this is a forward crossover. We're going to cross the ball over from one hand to the next hand. So this is our forward crossover. Okay. So we're going to start at the ankle level, and then we'll do a knee level. Okay. So you're here, you're crossing, it's at the ankle level. I have my butt down, my legs shoulder width apart, my eyes are up, my shoulders are pointing down to the ground. This is my ankle level crossover. All right, now next one is a knee level. So same thing, I'm just bringing the ball up a little higher. Okay, it's a good drill just to come out there and warm up and do that 2 sets of 20. Each one you can do. Now you can do more if you want. Okay, but I'm recommending at least 2 sets of 20. You can do 4 sets of 20. It's all about how fast you want to get better. Okay. All right, so the next one is going to be a crossover with a pound. Crossover with the pound. Okay, you can do ankle and you can do knee, but we're only going to do knee for drill purposes. We're only going to do knee right now. Okay, so we're going pound cross, pound cross, pound cross. Okay, that works on that dribble in between. That works on your dribble in between. And when you're trying to set up your crossover move, taking that dribble in between. So this gives you some rhythm and some working on your technique for that dribble in between. All right, so you can do that at the ankle level and the knee level. I like to do 2 more of those. I like to add in with the pounds. I like to do 2 pounds in a cross and then 3 pounds in a cross. So I'm gonna demonstrate those 2 real quick. Right? So now I'm going pound, pound, cross, pound, pound, cross, 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 cross. That's up to my knee level, ankle level. All right. right, that's at my ankle level. So remember, at your ankle, the crossovers and the pounds are going to be a lot faster because you're closer to the ground. All right, the third one is going to be a 3-pound cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 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 All right, and you can do that at your ankle and you can do it at your knee. And remember, we're doing everything 2 sets of 20. 2 sets of 20. So in that situation, every time I cross this one, I'm going to do 2 sets of 20. All right, the next move is a single hand cross. Okay, so we're just doing a crossover with one hand. Okay, we'll do the right hand first. Sometimes we call it a windshield wiper. Like when you're in a car driving or riding and it's raining and they cut the windshield wipers off. Side to side. So we're doing the same thing with the basketball. So here, just taking it over. Remember, the off hand, still protecting the ball. Whichever side it goes, that hand goes right along with it. All right, that's my knee level, single hand crossovers. Okay, left hand, single hand crossover. I'm just working with one hand right now, single hand. All right, down to my ankle. Remember, the ankle is going to be a lot faster because you're closer. Single hand, making sure your wrist is going back and forth. Notice how my wrist is going in, out, in, out. Okay, that's your single hand crossover. Okay, now we can do backwards single hand crossover. But instead of going across, we're going backwards. Okay, so go here. Next, you're just going forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. All right. Now, what I like to do is I like to combine those two together and go single hand cross right into a backwards, single hand backwards cross. All right. So 1, 2. So those are 4 pounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So which hands? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And you can do 2 sets of 20 of those. That'll be a lot. Or you can do 2 sets of 10 because you're going to have 4 pounds every time you do one set. Okay? And then notice on that, my hand was going in, out when I'm doing my cross from the side. When I go back, my hand is going back, forward. So I'm pushing the ball back, and then I'm pushing the ball forward. So my hand is here pushing back. My hand is on the back side catching it, pushing it forward. So just a breakdown on when you're trying to do that single hand backwards crossover move. All right, so now let's add a crossover between the legs with the single hand. Okay, so this is going to give you another option. We're going to go single hand cross and then go between our legs. All right, and then we'll go single hand cross and go behind our back. And we'll do it 2 different ways. For the advanced players, we'll do it without a dribble. For the basic players that's learning and get more comfortable with it, we're going to add a dribble in between. All right, so single hand cross between the legs. No, first we're going to do single hand crossover. So we're going to go single hand cross with one hand and cross it over to the other hand. All right, then we'll add the cross between the legs, then we'll add behind the back. All right, so here it is. So 1, cross. That's a single hand, and then right into a crossover. Single hand cross, crossover. Single hand cross, crossover. Single hand cross, crossover. And I'm doing this at my knee level, okay? This is at my ankle level. Cross, 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 okay? Single hand cross first, and then crossover, all right? Now we're gonna go between our legs with it. We're gonna do single hand cross between the legs. All right, I'm gonna give you 2 different ways. So if you are a beginner and trying to understand how to go between your legs, you can do it this way. Single hand, cross between your legs and catch, pound. Single hand, cross between your legs and catch, pound. Single hand, catch, 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 pound, catch, pound, pound. Okay? Now, if you're a little bit more advanced and you don't need to catch it, you can dribble it. And you don't have to take the pound in between. So that'll look more like this. Single hand cross between. 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 Okay? Now the last one is going to be behind your back. Same concept, okay? For the beginners, then you can take a pound when you go behind your back, just so you can make sure that you get control of the basketball. So I'm going single hand, behind, pound. Single hand, behind, pound. Behind, pound. Single hand, behind, pound. Single hand, behind, pound. Single hand cross, behind, pound, okay? Remember, you can do it at your ankle level as well as your knee level. All right, now this is without the pound. So more for my advanced ball handlers. Single hand, single hand, single hand, single hand, single hand, behind, single hand, behind, single hand, behind, single hand, behind, okay? Now the last one, we're gonna add the single hand cross between the legs behind the back all together, okay? So each drill that we did, the single hand with the crossover, the single hand with between the legs, and the single hand with behind the back. We're gonna put them all in one. So now take your time doing this. Do it at your own pace. Challenge yourself. If you mess up, just pick the ball back up, try it again. The more you do it, the easier it's gonna become. All right? So we're going single hand, cross, between, behind. Single hand, cross, between, behind. Single hand, cross, between, behind. Pound if you need it. Single hand, cross, between, behind. Pound. Single hand, single hand, cross, between, pound, okay? Single hand, 1, 2, cross, between, behind, pound, okay? Now, let's do it if you don't need the pound. Single hand, cross, between, behind. 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 Single hand, behind. Single hand, cross, between, behind. Single hand, cross, between, behind. Okay, so remember, the levels that you want to work on with this drill are 2 levels, your ankle level and your knee level. And what I mean by ankle level is, if I say ankle level, your job is to try to keep the ball right above your ankle, okay? You want to be disciplined enough to try to keep it at that level, okay? Knee level, keep the ball right around your knee. We say knee level, the ball shouldn't come up to your waist. You got to bring it back down and try to control it where you catch it at your knee, okay? And a good way to do that is make sure you have your knees bent and you're sitting down like you're in a chair, okay? So now, it's your turn to show me your ball handling moves that we worked on today. You saw what we did. Go one at a time and just work on them. Like I said, 2 sets of 20. Go at your own pace, okay? In order to be successful, sometimes you have to fail. So if you fail, go back and get the ball and just keep going, okay? Don't put your head down when you are working and when you're practicing, because that's what we're doing. We're practicing so we can be better, okay? Go ahead and hit the button up top and let me see you do your different ball handling drills that we covered today. I'm watching, I'm here to help you. So go ahead and record your video and send it to me when you get done. Have a good day.